Let's talk about grouping selectors together. So what I'm going to do is from that last lesson, I'm just going to go ahead and delete this code, and I'm going to delete the styling that we have here. Now, let's say there is a circumstance where you have an H1 on your page. This is an H1. You have a div on your page. This is a div. And you have a paragraph on your page. This is a paragraph. And let's say you wanted to select the H1 and the paragraph, and you wanted to change the color to blue. So currently, the way we know how to do that is we can add a class to both of these. So I can click here, and then in VS Code on Mac, I can do Command click, or on Windows, I think it's either Alt or Control click, and you can type in two places at the same time, which is really, really useful. And then we can do class is equal to blue. And that's what we did in the last couple of lessons. But we might not always have access to the class attribute. We might not be able to add anything to this, and there will be circumstances in the future where that's just not possible. So let's say we want to select this H1 and this paragraph. Well, currently we do H1 color is equal to blue, and then on a new line, we do paragraph color is equal to blue. And this does do the job. If we flip back here and refresh from what we previously saw, changes our H1 to blue and changes the paragraph to blue. Okay, cool, that works. There's a better way to do this, because you see how we have to write this twice? What if down the road you have a CSS file or some styling and it's like 1,000 lines long and there's tons of selectors in there? What if you wanted to change all those colors from blue to red? Well, we'd have to go here, type red. If we forget one, oh no, now we have to go back and check. One's red, one's blue. We have to then find this one. Go over here, change that one to red as well, go back, refresh our page. You can see how this can just get a little bit monotonous. Instead, what we can do is, let's put this on multiple lines just for readability. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that. And instead, I'm going to group these selectors together with a comma. So I say select the H1, all the H1s on the page. Also, select all the paragraphs on the page. And we do that with, again, select the H1s, comma, space, then a paragraph. And if we wanted to select more, we could do comma, div. We could select all of them. Or we could do just the bold elements, or just the strong elements, or just the italic elements. We could do that. So what we want here is H1, comma, space, paragraph, or whatever element you want to select, space, and then a bracket. Don't make it end in a comma though. You don't want it to end in a comma. You can actually see that my my editor here has sort of ran into errors. You see those little squiggly lines underneath there? Yeah, it's running into some sort of errors. And so that error is just because I've got that comma there. So let's go ahead, save this, and when I refresh, we should see actually nothing has changed from this. Beautiful, nothing has changed. So this is red and this is red as well. So what I would like you to do is create 3 different elements on your page. Feel free to copy my experiment as well. Create 3 different elements like an H1, a div, and a paragraph. Select 2 of them, and then change the declaration. And then change the font color. And make sure that third one is not selected.